Hello, I think this is the most important video that we published so far. I would really appreciate if you would give your reaction to this video, if you put a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't like it. Would really appreciate that if you could watch it till the end. It's going to be relatively short, but I think this is my opinion and I think you can benefit if you would watch this video, but I would really appreciate if you would think about what I say and if you would do your own research. Again, this channel is mainly for educational purposes. You have to do your own research. Having said all this, I just want to say that I believe we're now in a very interesting point. We're now effectively in more or less in recession. As you know, definition of recession is 2 quarters when GDP of United States goes down. It's the biggest economy in the world, obviously. So by the end of the month, we will have a confirmation that officially, basically, as you know, there's inflation has 3 estimates. So the last estimate will be published at the end of this month. And then in July, we will have the first estimate of inflation, so of GDP growth in the second quarter. 2 quarters negative GDP means the economy goes into recession. So now being officially in recession, what does it mean? That pretty much all asset classes are gonna go down. We already see equity going down. We see crypto going down. And again, when we look at the crypto, as I always said, 60% of the market, 45% of the market now is roughly Bitcoin, 15% is Ethereum. And both Bitcoin and Ethereum, they broke the support levels. And as I speak now, the Ethereum is approaching level of 1300 and Bitcoin just touching soon 2500. Nobody really knows where the next stop. We know that historically we had Ethereum going down 40% in one day. You probably remember Ethereum going down from 1000 to 100 level. Potentially we can see Ethereum, because all the support levels are broken, we can now see Ethereum touching 1000 level. We probably can see Bitcoin touching 20,000 level. So is it good news or bad news? I think short term is definitely very bad news. And short term, I think it's difficult to enter leverage positions. I think you may consider very seriously, and again, please do your own research, dollar cost averaging, i.e. start buying, maybe you already started buying some Ethereum, that's what I would do, and start buying it, but do not use all your bullets at the same time. You can make it systematic. Let's say, for example, you can buy Ethereum you may have bought it already at 1,600, 1,500, 1,400, 1,300. But what is very important, that you still want to have some cash available for the purchase. Do not spend all the money, however the attractive level you will see. And at the same time, I would expect at least the short-term relief rallies. So for example, it can go now to 1,300. In one day, it can bounce back to 1,400, even 1,500, even 1,600. So at every relief rally, please take some profit. So minimize the amount of the money that you have on the table. And realistically, long term, you could end up with basically Ethereum, holding Ethereum at 0 cost. So for example, let's say if you start buying at even at 2,000 and you will buy all level to 1,000, then your average price will be at around 1,500. Once Ethereum will recover to the level of 3,000, if you sell half, then effectively residual Ethereum is yours to keep for free. Now the question is, what is the most extreme scenario? Can we see Bitcoin and Ethereum completely disappearing? I firmly believe that the answer is no. We have regulators across the world trying to control decentralized economy. We have pressure from United States regulators, but having said that, they already accepted that Bitcoin cannot be considered security, and potentially, I think Ethereum probably also should not be considered as a security. So if these two will be out of kind of the focus of the regulator, and my point of view is effectively Bitcoin is now allowed to stay and will be recognized. But I think many other alternative coins can be under massive sell pressure, and particularly as the Ethereum 2.0 would be coming out, and we see now the merger of the testnet and the real merger. I think potentially can happen. It was supposed to be July, August. Now it's probably delayed to the end of the year. The more it will be delayed, the more Ethereum will be under the selling pressure. The more it will be under selling pressure, the more you will have chances to buy it really, really cheap. So, but I think both of these coins will survive. The supply of Bitcoin is limited. As the Ethereum will switch to Ethereum 2, the inflation level of Ethereum will become extremely low. And what we see, that acceptance of crypto is keep growing faster than the acceptance of internet. So my point of view, that we will see Ethereum at 5,000, we will see Ethereum at 10,000. So I believe that this is now the time to start looking at this thing, not to panic, but to be completely cold-blooded and start accumulating. My personal preference for Ethereum, maybe you can look at the Bitcoin. I will be very careful touching any other crypto, with the only exception, again, this is my personal point of view, there's always a joke, if you want to make money in the equity market, become a stockbroker. I think as the market goes up, as the market goes down, the more volatility, the more exchanges will make money. So if you will see in the sea of red, FTX, for example, over the last week was performing really well. So potentially you can, if you are more aggressive, you can look at the coins like FTX and a couple of others. So I think I just want to reiterate, I believe that you need to do your own research, you need to understand your financial situation, but I think this is the time when you can start making real money, but you need to have very significant patience over long term. Do not expect Ethereum to be 5,000 over the next 12 months, but if you will follow my suggestion and if you will buy at the dips, and you will be taking some profit every time when you have relief rally, I think you will have a very interesting position in the crypto portfolio. Thank you very much, and let's stay in crypto together.